subscribe WorldWideChels.
I WorldWideChels.
WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Everyone can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream, people. Listen, during the day was a video, during work. Tonight, we've got a live stream. We've got an amazing panel. We've got some good news, of course, which we'll get into. I want to big out everyone that's tuning in. And as you can see at the bottom, road to 25k subscribers. That's where we want to get to. So if you're new here, make sure you guys subscribe, people, and hit the bell notification. And as always, like the video, man. Let's introduce the panelists, of course. First of all, Carlito, how are you?
American made, American owned. It ain't Chelsea Football Club anymore. It's Chelsea Soccer Club. It's delicious. It's delicious. Now, hey, don't worry, you guys. You guys are gonna love Top Bully. That's all I have to say.
No, it's good to hear. Good to hear. Definitely. Sindri, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Can we just get a petition for the USA to change from soccer to football and rename football to anything else because they don't use their feet?
It should be handball, right?
Yeah, no, that's another sport. That's
I know.
another sport. Just call it something else. Football is football for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, we've got Americans and we've got Norwegians going mad right now, people. What's the Australian going to say?
We got the same problem down here with Australian rules for Australian Football League, AFL, and it's we got people calling it soccer down here as well, and it pisses us off as well. The hardcore fans here as well. So, yeah.
Listen, guys, Nippin won't actually be on the stream. He's got a event. He's cooking. He's chefing it up. Maybe we might get some videos from him or something. That's his intro. I've done it for him, basically. But yeah, guys, if you haven't checked the previous video, go check it out. Sterling. I mean, we're gonna get into it, of course. We're gonna wait for more people to tune in. Yeah, make sure you guys do like the video as always. Sindri supporting as well, and everyone here supporting. I do want to speak about a few things very quickly before we get into the main news. Wait, when are we expecting the official announcement? It will be by end of the week, right?
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow or Thursday, I think.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not the 31st. Like
that's just stressful, man.
Yeah. I mean, at least we've got the approval now from the Premier League. No more the government coming up with media nonsense and trying to scare Chelsea fans. And Carlito, man, you've been excited about this one. You've been pushing this one.
It's interesting, when a story's about to die or when, a saga's about to conclude, you will always see journalists try to milk the last bit of clicks, attention, whatever, out of any story because it's about to conclude. That's where all that bullshit came from. That was a couple of journalists recycling shit that they heard from the government that was never really going to happen. But you know what? Regardless, doesn't matter because I'm thrilled. And everybody on this panel, everybody listening, everybody tuning in, they should be very pleased. And they should be very excited because as soon as this was announced, you're reading from Fabrizio Romano saying, expect Chelsea to splash huge this summer. I'm thrilled.
Spending spree.
Yeah, Cinder knows, man. He knows.
We need to make sure players are leaving first as well.
No. So I've decided to sign up as Marcos Alonso's personal travel agent. And what I did was I secured a limo to get him to the airport. I bought him his plane ticket, and I got him his last English meal at the terminal. How about that?
Bro, he might be discussing with the club to stay at the club in the future, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. You did send me the tweet.
Okay. Oh, we've got a super chat here. Chelsea perspective. This guy, listen, let me just say something. Everyone in this panel, okay, we've got Carlito, Alfred, Sindri, yeah. I think all your sleeping patterns, the way you guys work, is absolute crazy. Then we have this guy as well. He's another crazy one. He does streams at 11 a.m. UK time. So I think that's 5 a.m. his time or something in the US. I don't know what it is with you guys. You guys, international fans, you lot are crazy, man. I thought I do a lot of videos on streams. You lot are up 24/7, man. So big up to every single one of you.
Sleep is overrated, man.
Yeah, dude.
Now listen, I got to rate every single one of you lot out there because you lot have been streaming. Trust perspective, Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel as well, man. He's been supporting a lot.
Cool.
But Cinder, talk to me about the entire takeover situation. How's it been for you? It's been a bit frustrating, I'm sure.
Yeah, like been frustrated with of course we knew that Todd Boehly was, and of course always was, the favorite from the fans' perspective. That is my thought. Like, no one wanted the Ricketts, apart from
Nipping it.
like people at Chelsea. But like,
Nipping it.
yeah, but of course it's good. Like, we have got the confirmation from the Premier League, like the takeover is finally going to be complete. It was stressful for the last couple of months because we had the deadline, and we were afraid that we wouldn't reach the deadline of the 31st of May, and that would have meant that we officially wouldn't have a league to play in. So like a big club like Chelsea, like even fans, like rival fans, said that English football isn't the same now as it is with Chelsea, and without Chelsea, like a big team would have been gone from football, and of course it would have hurt for us a lot because we support this club. Many of you have supported for years, and like it would be great. It would have been sad to see Chelsea fall. Even though some people
it would have never
claim-
happened. I think we
Yeah,
always
yeah.
got to. I think the media's job is to hype it up, like Carlito was saying. For sure. But listen, guys, let's bring out the statement as well, man. Let's read this brilliant statement. Does anyone want to read it for me? Anyone? No? Shall I read it?
I can maybe read it.
Carlito, I want to hear you read.
Yeah, I'll read it. But I bring that
Let
up.
me zoom in for you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, by the way, for anybody that's ever worked in media, it is actually very good news for stories like this. And, these are the types of things where they can charge advertisers money later for numbers now. So this is why they do those things. The Premier League board has today approved the proposed takeover of Chelsea Football Club by the TODD BOEHLY CLEARLAKE Consortium. The purchase remains subject to the government issuing the required sale license and the satisfactory completion of the final stages of the transaction. The board has applied the Premier League owners and directors test to all prospective directors and undertaken the necessary due diligence. The members of the consortium purchasing the club are affiliates of the Clearlake Capital Group, LP, Todd Boehly, Hans-Jörg Weiss, and Mark Walter. Chelsea FC will now work with the relevant governments to secure the necessary licenses to complete the takeover.
In other words, it's done.
It's done.
Yeah, big up to Wayne as well for the super chats.
Yeah, big up to Wayne for that super chat. What do you say? Big up my WorldWideChels family, Carlito, Sindre, Alfred, Nippon, of course, myself. Yep, thank you to Wayne for that, and thank you, Carlito, for reading. I thought your English wasn't good initially, but it's fantastic. Fantastic. Kaio, even though I don't like this guy, what a voice. I want this guy to narrate my life.
Hey, I used to work for ESPN, man. I used to voice commercials.
There you have it, folks. You listen. We've got Jesters, we've got Josh, and now we've got Carlito. People, listen. I'm bringing all the Americans out here. Todd Boehly might be here, but I've got to make sure the fan base is US as well, man. In this panel, man. So, Carlito, give us a little summary, because you've been very, very positive about Todd Boehly from the beginning. In fact, from when I started speaking to you again. Talk to me.
So he's one of the minority owners, okay, of not only the LA Dodgers, but also the LA Lakers. Okay. He's also the interim CEO of the Hollywood Foreign Press, and he is closely associated with financial firms like Clearlake, who has a $65 billion valuation in billing. Okay. So this guy is extremely well funded. When you think about some of the prospective owners that we're going to come along with Todd Boehly, you look at the Ricketts, and my mother's from Chicago, and I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. I am familiar with the Ricketts. Now, one of the reasons why this was never going to work is because we have a very strong Muslim population within the club, right? Very popular players, very important players, and very public Muslim figures within the sporting world, and especially English football, and that matters. And so, you know, when you have a history of anti-Muslim sentiment within the Ricketts, it was just never going to be a thing. So you had the supporters trust, you had the pitch owners group, you had Baku Brian, and all of this stuff going down. I always thought to myself, it was a little bit of grandstanding. Now, I get it because their hearts were in the right place, but I always thought it was like, well, this was never going to happen because Boehly's money is bigger, his money is cleaner, and he's proven. All right, so when he took over the LA Dodgers in 2012, they all of a sudden became the bane of the MLB fandom existence because his money was bigger and smarter. He incorporates the same type of analytics that you know, the Fenway Sports Group does with the Red Sox and with Liverpool, but the difference is that we have more money than they do. All right, so this is a perfect example. In 2019, the hottest MLB prospect in the world was Mookie Betts. He was currently playing for the Red Sox. Okay, again, same owner as Liverpool, and they had just come off a World Series win, and Mookie Betts was about to get paid. He was 26 years old, and that's when MLB players get paid. And he went to the Red Sox and said, "Fucking pay me." They said, "We can't." He went to Todd Boehly. He said, "Fucking pay me." Todd Boehly said, "Here's a $365 million contract. And here's also a $65 million bonus." He signed, and that year they won the World Series. I rest my case. This is a great owner, and he's going to spend huge.
There you have it, folks. I hope everyone listening understood that very, very clearly. Thank you, Carlito, for that, of course. Everyone tuned in. If you guys can, we already got over 130 people tuned in. Come on, let's push to over 100 likes. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell notification. Like it says at the bottom, road to 25k subscribers. Help me get to 25k subscribers. The channel is growing massively with videos and streams. We're going to keep you guys up to date. This channel, videos, streams, and you're going to get opinions from all around the world from this amazing panel. Alfred, what do you make of Carlito's explanation there?
Well, if I wasn't pumped already, I'm a lot more pumped now.
Yeah, my friend.
Thank you. Sorry, go on.
You're good, man. Go ahead.
Thank you, Carlito, for that explanation, because it's exactly what we have been wanting to hear for months. You know, when we first heard about this news that we were getting new owners, everybody around the world that supported Chelsea was shitting themselves. You know,
including myself.
Yeah. Well, what happens if our new owners don't care about us? What if they end up being like other owners that don't care about their clubs and we don't spend any more and we end up becoming a mid-table club for the next 10 or 20 years like Arsenal, you know.
United.
Yeah, United, yep. No.
But
now we don't have to worry about that anymore. By the sound of things, we're in for a great fucking ride, and I cannot wait.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Just quickly, man. Kai, listen, I took your comments on Lewis's channel personal, man. When you spoke about Haaland, I'm very, very disappointed and hurt. So we'll have a private discussion about that. I got a lot more charisma than you. I can assure you that.
Yes, he does. I can vouch for that. I love Sadiq.
At least Sadiq is actually showing his face as talking on stream.
Yeah,
that's charisma enough.
Yeah. Where were we? Listen, very quickly, Carlito, you also got another. I think everything's going well for you. You got another one, Tushimani, to Madrid, most likely now.
Hey, at least not Liverpool. I would say that's a small, at least a small L or a small W. At least not a rival team in the Premier League.
All right. Well, I've got a few tidbits if you don't mind.
Yes, you, bro. Sindri always cuts everyone off.
So, no, you're fine, man. You're fine. It's all good. Today's a happy day. No need for animosity. So, number one, Liverpool is never going to pay 80 million euros. Again, Liverpool does the analytics thing, but their pockets are not very deep because that sports group is also split between a racing group and the Boston Red Sox, and those are actually prioritized more than Liverpool. Liverpool spends money very smartly. I mean, this is why they always buy players that are between, 40 to 60 million, but they don't pay exorbitant fees for players that don't have enough of a sample size. And Tchouaméni is one of those players that does not have enough of a sample size to justify any price tag. But you have to look at it this way, okay? You got Florentino Perez. He tried to push this European Super League, and he was actually stifled and thwarted by Roman Abramovich and Khaldoon Mubarak, okay? And then that became a very bad PR move for Perez. Then on top of that, he was going to go all in for Haaland, and he was talking a lot of shit about how he was going to pull that off. It didn't happen. And then after all of that, after both PR nightmares that are nightmares, because this guy, he's very vain. He cares about how he is viewed in the footballing community. He goes out and says, all right, I'm gonna sign the world's best player. No bones about it. I'm going to sign the world's best player. And guess what? It didn't happen. All right, so they've got all this money that they have cleared with their bank, saying, "Oh man, so this is just clean up. This is just clean up." They would have spent $100 million on this player. They need a PR win because of all of the losses that they have taken. It does not matter that they're in the Champions League final. That doesn't matter because these are future moves. We're not talking about the present. We're talking about the future. And he's been embarrassed. So, yeah, they were going to do anything to get this player, even if it's probably not exactly the player that they need. They were going to do something. Now, do I think this player is worth $80 million? Hell no. Nope. Hell no. This guy's got bad tendencies. He's too young. He's in an unproven league, and he's got a Bakayoko touch on occasion. So we dodged a bullet, and it opens up a lot more possibilities to address things that we need to address first. We have more pressing issues.
Yep. I do want to say very quickly that although I agree with you, maybe 80 million is definitely too much. We have to talk about the situation last year, like the season that's went by, that we could have got it for 40.
Yeah.
Czech got told no, and we went for Saul, who said the last 2 years was his worst. And our scouts have been watching him for the last 2 years and decided to sign him on loan. So we have to, maybe he might not have been ready. That's fair enough. But we signed Saul, bro, on loan. And that, for me, is a Barkley drink water, basically, type.
Hey, at least Barkley was like 15 million. So he
was only 15.
Did we get him for free at the end because he delayed his injury?
I don't know, but
it was meant to sign him for 15 million. Then he got injured or something. Like he couldn't pass his medical, and then we got him for free, I'm sure. And then Everton were angry about it. Maybe I think I might be wrong.
Yeah, but like 3 to 15 million is like it's not that much. Like it's like more than half what they paid for Drinkwater at least. And Drinkwater was a failure. Like why did we buy him? And the only reason you paid 40 million is English tax.
Yeah, I do want to say very quickly as well that I know some of you guys don't want Declan Rice, but he's absolute not it. I think everyone's gonna say world class, but listen, he's improved this season. I'm gonna be honest, he's been very good this season.
Yeah,
but he's not the guy that we need at this club right now.
But who? Sorry to interrupt you, but like since we missed out on Germany now, who do we get instead?
I have two.
Yeah.
No. We don't hear it.
It's not Rabiot. Relax. It's not Rabiot. I have two.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, one guy said it. Look, Carly, wait. One guy said it. Let me find it. Where is he? He mentioned it randomly, and I thought of you. Where's the comment? I can't find it. He's like not Rabiot. I was like, what the hell? We were even talking about him.
No, I put it in the chat.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wait, where's your comment?
It's under Ryan Beck. It's the orange thing.
You know, on StreamYard you can't see it, but I think on YouTube you can see it.
Yeah.
So weird. But yeah.
Okay. So all right. So yeah, Lorenzo Pellegrini and Manuel Locatelli.
Locatelli for
event. Yeah.
Really?
Either one. Oh, either one. Yeah, absolutely. They're awesome.
Locatelli
is legit, and guess what? He actually doesn't even belong to Juventus. He's still
Yeah,
belongs
he
to
don't.
Sassuolo. All right, and if they really want
Bobo.
Jorginho, swap.
Yeah. And like a Bryson with Locatelli, he is like really good defensively, and
Yeah.
and like of course he's a lot younger than Jorginho.
Mhm.
But like one question I have: will you guys take Domenico Berardi from Sassuolo in as a forward if we could buy him for cheap? Like, because he's been bossing it in Serie A with like 15 goals and 14 assists this season, or the season that just was.
Maybe.
I'll fucking touch anybody at the moment, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want Nkunku from RBL.
Nkunku, yeah, but I think he would be like 80 million plus. I would say after the season season he has had, he would be expensive. But maybe we could get a price down if they want Werner back.
Werner.
Yeah,
Werner.
Yeah.
Time to go, my friend.
Oh,
yeah, but let's just say
hit him with the time to go.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's just say it didn't work out for Werner here. He wants to go back to Germany. What better place to send him back to than the team he came from?
I would say the one thing with Domenico Berardi, he's good. I don't know if he's an out-and-out striker though. I mean, he's
a wing. He's not a wing. He's not a striker. He's a winger.
He's like an inside forward.
Yeah, he's like a Salah.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Although nowhere near as good. I don't know. I mean, he's good. He's not. I don't know if he's Chelsea quality. And I'm just being honest.
Yeah, but like at least he can score goals. None of our wingers can score goals.
Yeah. You know who can? You know who can?
Sterling.
Raheem Sterling.
Yeah. But but Domenico Berardi is a right-sided player. Sterling can play on either side.
Yeah.
So
But that's the thing. That's the thing I said in my video, guys, that Sterling is better than all our wingers, but Sterling isn't really the guy that we want to be, that top signing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But because we're so desperate for someone to do well, we're happy that, if Sterling actually comes in, he'll be better than what we have. Pulisic should be captain maybe on the TODD BOEHLY. You never know.
Yeah, but at least I think he would rather go to us than Arsenal, Tottenham, because they're shite, both of them.
Yeah, just quickly. I got something for Kaio that I want to play. I don't know if you've seen this clip, guys. But now we've had tier 1 journalists confirm.
Now it's getting to the business end of the deal, I think. It was more inquiries, trying to get an agreement with the player. Now it's between the two clubs. So I think we're in the last, let's say, innings of this.
Haaland, the Chelsea people. Dreams don't come true. Unfortunately, dreams do not come true. I do want to make it very clear that we were speaking with a German journalist. Feroz, the fraud 17, was in talk with Haaland's camp. He actually was in touch with Haaland's camp, which is why I made these videos in the first place. We did speak to the journalists that were tier 1 at the time around this news. Tuchel did confirm that he wanted Haaland in October. Maybe that's why Lukaku went out and done an interview. Personally, that's what I think. But it wasn't meant to be. And that's football. Over the years, we've wanted, what's his name? Golovin. He said he was going to come to Chelsea. Ended up with Monaco. We were meant to sign Paredes, Barella. We were meant to sign so many players, people. In business, Carlito, you should tell people, in business, things can change every day. You've got people that will look for houses 1 or 2 months behind, 1 or 2 months ahead, but sometimes it just doesn't go through.
Well, it's more than that. I mean,
behind the scenes, that it's real life human beings that have to make sure they settle. Right?
Oh well, no. I mean, it's more than that. It's that you have agents and managers of players that will get concrete bids from multiple teams and then pit those bids against each other. You know what I mean? Like these types of things happen all the time. And I mean, the most perfect example, Sadiq, It's what just happened with Mbappe.
Mm.
It's exactly what happened.
Done deal, Mbappe. Everyone was saying, done deal, Madrid.
No,
It's finished.
but it's just. But I mean, just really, it's just a perfect example of a guy pitting two clubs against each other to get the best offer. This shit happens all the time. He'll say yes to both teams until he finally says no to one. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Colleagues, thank you for that. You just reminded me. Mbappe people. Everyone was saying he's guaranteed to go to Madrid, and what? Suddenly, he stays at PSG. I need people to understand that. Also want to say he's come to London soon. Finally, you can finally have a face-off with Johnny Minerals, Mason Mount Minerals FC, and hopefully he puts you to bed, and I'll be his ringside.
Yeah. Yeah, Mbappe signed for the money and power of PSG.
I don't blame him, even though it kills football. I don't blame him.
He's a free agent. He's a free agent. He can do what he wants, man.
That's a dream come true. As a human being, that's a dream come true.
Yeah, I agree to you get a 300 million signing on bonus and 100 million a week or a month or something. But
Kaya, you're the Israeli version of Pharaoh 17, the fraud man. Stop talking to me now. Yeah. I'm not gonna respond to you anymore, bro.
Yeah, and I would say if Mbappe signs another deal after his 3-year deal is now done, I would say Mbappe has tarnished his football legacy, because we can say that he only played in the League as his biggest downfall because he didn't prove himself in another league.
He's still got time. He's still
but he's now 23 or 20, 23 when his contract is done with PSG, he will be 26, 27. So he has time, but he's with his play style, he's not going to keep that up for the amount of years that he could. Because of his pace will start to vanish.
But look at Ronaldo, though. At the end of the day,
but Ronaldo is different. He adapted his play style. I don't think Mbappe will adapt his play style that much.
How do you know the future, my friend? Because Ronaldo had a massive injury in 2014, which is why he had to change his gameplay.
Yeah, I know, but that's just my thoughts on Mbappe. He's a different player to Ronaldo. Ronaldo has a really big and I think there's something in his head that made him adapt more than Mbappe, and Mbappe is more on speed than I would say Ronaldo was.
Listen, I'm not saying Mbappe is anywhere near Ronaldo back then. I'm just saying that Mbappe can be a certain player. He's going to be the next big thing.
I agree on that.
He is the next big thing.
Yeah, but
guys, I'm not saying he's on Ronaldo's level, guys. You're not getting it wrong. I'm saying that he can be that next big guy. That's what I'm trying to say to you lot. He's gonna be that next big guy because he's
gonna be like the takeover, the heir to Ronaldo and Messi. That's I think what you mean. He's not gonna be on their level, but he's gonna be the next biggest name in football.
Talking point to just compare and stuff. You're not gonna hear Sterling or Werner or Pulisic or you're not gonna hear fucking.
You're most likely not gonna name Haaland and Mbappe, maybe Vlahovic, all these big.
Felix, I'm actually annoyed that he's at Atletico. He shouldn't be there.
He's a
bowler.
Round peg in a square hole, man. It's not a good fit.
Yeah, he's a
he's very good. He's very
bowler.
He's
a bowler.
Really good player.
Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount could be in that category as well.
No.
His hard work. Listen, he's got Milner and Henderson together. That hard work rate. And then he's got the minerals to play in different positions, left, right, center.
Yeah.
He can adapt people.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
His best trait, Mason Mount's best trait, is to remind everybody how hard he's working. That is his best trait. Guys, look at how hard I'm working.
Yeah, but honestly, in the coming years, who do you think is going to be better, Trent or Reece James?
Reece James is already better. He's always going to be better.
Reece James all rounder is better already.
Yeah,
Trent's done more.
Yeah, Trent has done more. Fair play to him, but he has also been he's a year older and has played more than Reece James has. But like one thing I hate when you compare Reece James and like take them stats from this season is like they're talking about Reece James's position as a wing back. That's his position. That's his role in the team. Trent is playing like a right back, but he's pushed so much forward. He's playing like a wing back, in my opinion. But like they're always talking about Reece James is playing a right wing back. Trent is playing a right back. You need to look at on their roles than their position, in my opinion. You can't always look at their position. It's for example, when you compare Lampard and Gerrard, you're saying Gerrard is like we're saying Gerrard to Reece James is a better overall player, and Liverpool say that Gerrard is a better overall player. But
which is bullshit.
Well, of course they're gonna say that.
But like Lampard, because he scored more goals and stuff, his role was to those runs and be the more offensive one than Gerrard was.
Yeah.
But like, I would say Reece James will be better than Trent. Trent has the years on him, just like Lampard had the years on Gerrard.
I think what lets Trent down is his defending.
But I think that has improved this season at least some point, in my opinion.
He's a defender that can't defend. It's kind of his primary objective.
That's why VVD and stuff covers him so much. Like
but Sindri.
Yeah.
Listen, you've said facts on Trent and Reece, but I just want to remind people that at the start of the season or last year, Alfred came on the stream and said the United fullback,
Wan-Bissaka,
was phenomenal, and he was the best at the time. Yeah, when you first come on the stream, the first ever time.
Bro, I've never paid attention to that guy in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck about Manchester United, bro.
Bro, you used to wear United top. You used to be United.
Oh, Sadiq, don't do it to him.
Don't throw him under the bus like that.
Okay, listen. Did you not wear United top? You was a United fan, no?
No, I was not a United fan, but regrettably, I did have to, because I lost a bet, wear a United top in my display picture on Facebook for 1 fucking year.
Oh man,
that's a sad bet.
I'll never do that, man.
Bro, that's where you just have to delete your account.
Just deactivate next time.
I'm a man of my word.
Guys, listen. For all the ones that have tuned in, let's go through the statement again. Carlito, I need you to read it out again, bro. Do you need me to zoom in?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a second. Oh.
Okay. Okay. The Premier League board has today approved. Oh, geez. What are you doing to me? The Premier League board has today approved the proposed takeover of Chelsea Football Club by TODD BOEHLY ClearLake Consortium. The purchase remains subject to the government issuing the required sale license and the satisfactory completion of the final stages of the transaction. The board has applied the Premier League owners and directors test to all prospective directors and undertaken the necessary due diligence. The members of the consortium purchasing club are affiliates of the Clearlake Capital Group, LP, TODD BOEHLY, Hansberg Weiss, and Mark Walter. Chelsea FC will now work with the relevant governments to secure the necessary licenses to complete the takeover, also known as the deal is done, bitches.
There you have it, folks. I want to thank Carlito for reading that. I want everyone that's tuned in, if you're happy, to like the video to over 200. And make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification as we do content throughout the day. During the day, we do videos. And towards the evening, like now, we'll be doing streams probably every day, every other day to keep you guys. It's going to be a fantastic couple months. Players leaving, players incoming. You're going to be hearing everyone's opinions. So please do, even if you don't get notified, people, search for the channel, check our Twitters, Instagrams, all the links will be out there. And make sure you guys like the video, man. Carlito was read as if he was counting.
Hey, I got to say one thing. Sadiq is a madman on these streams, promoting new news, doing videos. You got to give it to him. He is working like a bastard, and I got to give it to you, buddy. You're doing a great job.
We got big plans, Colin, man. We got big plans.
Oh, yeah,
let's
I
just say
believe
that. Let's just say that we got big plans.
Yeah, we do.
But this is why I dedicated myself to this channel, because I only started really following Chelsea accounts before the start of last season. Yeah, I was looking for ones to properly dedicate myself to, and I saw other guys doing videos every now and then. And because when it comes to transfer windows, I am always so desperate for news. I'm just always looking.
And now you're on one.
And then I saw Sadiq, bro, always just constant. Every day I could rely on him to put up a video, and I had my source of information that I was craving every day because of him. So I said, yeah, this is where I'm sticking.
Well said, man. Well said. Well said. Big up everyone to support him, and I appreciate everyone's support. Does everyone here think Marcos Alonso will be leaving?
Yes.
Most likely, yes.
Alfred?
No.
No. Yes.
Alfred, I will take a plane to Australia and set you on fire. So help me God. So help me God.
I'd rather use energy to get Alonso out of the club, man.
I am willing this shit into existence.
I honestly
man.
don't think he'll leave. Jokes aside, I just
Who's
don't think
going
he'll
to
leave.
take him? That's my thing. Who's gonna take him?
Barcelona.
They don't want to pay the big money, though.
Yeah,
big money.
Big money. We're
10
asking
million.
for 10 million euros.
It's not
For
that
them,
much.
it's a lot, bro. They were bankrupt, bro.
Yeah, I forget that. But where did they get where did they get the
Sadiq,
money
they are
for?
selectively bankrupt.
Where
They
did they get all the money to sign the players they want?
Yeah.
They got investors and the government. I told Carlito about the government, man. Carlito, I told you about the governments, bro.
I know.
They fund Madrid and Barca. Now, La Liga going legal with Mbappe. With all this bull crap. That's how desperate they are.
I mean, here's the funny thing, though, about that. La Liga represents 20 teams, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're caping up for one. That shows you that there is an inherent and implicit bias with maybe 2.5 clubs in that league that they only care about. Because if this was Grenada, they would not be doing that shit.
Yeah.
If this was Bilbao, they would not be doing that shit.
Hey, I rate Bilbao only signing players from their region in the Basque. That's fair. That's fair play to them. Yeah, Kepa is from the Basque section.
Yeah.
But hey, he was good for them, or at least decent. Madrid wanted him. What can you say?
And so is Fernando Llorente until he went to a big club.
Yeah, guys. On a serious level, dude, I think unpopular opinion: Marcos Alonso is a Chelsea legend.
He's not.
We can count him as a cult hero.
Cult hero, at least, but he was just missing one trophy.
He has had these moments in a Chelsea shirt, but I wouldn't say he's a Chelsea legend in my opinion.
I'm just saying it to piss off Carlito. But...
Enemy of football.
Enemy of football, you know. I've backed Alonso for a very long time.
We could tell.
On the pitch, by the way, on the pitch, not off the pitch. On the pitch.
Yeah.
Couch legend is overused. I agree. So is world class. World class for me. When I look at goalkeepers, I think of Buffon, Cech, Schmeichel,
Casillas.
But I remember Chelsea fans saying Courtois when he was at Chelsea. I remember
he was good, but he wasn't world class.
Yeah, but we're saying that now. But I'm saying when we're winning the league, people saying that he's world class. Even
he was the best. To be fair, he was the best keeper in the league when we won it with them. You can't take that away from him. He was the best goalkeeper in the league.
He was good.
A
big fan of him, to be honest.
He was good. I remember his Atletico form when I think he was 18 years old. That was his best form when the Champions League.
Yeah. When he got to he won a Europa League with them and got to a Champions League final with them. Yeah. Beating Chelsea in the semi-final as well.
Yeah.
Our 2013 Mourinho side was underrated, man. Got the Champions League semi-final with them.
I don't know how he lost that game. Torres scored, right? That one. Torres scored 1-0, and then I think Costa got the penalty or something. Can't remember
Yeah.
off the top of my head. I got bad memory. But,
Hey, Sadiq, I got one because this is coming from the panel. Who's going to replace Alonso? So one of the things that everyone started freaking out about yesterday, I get 15 texts from Marvin saying we're in the mud, bullshit club, all this stuff. And I have to say, Emerson Palmieri, along with 45 other players, are going to report to training camp on July 1. Okay? And every single one of them is going to try and make the first team because these guys don't all really want to go out on loan. Okay? But 30% of the people that are in summer training camp are actually going to make the team. The rest are going to go on loan. So this idea that Emerson Palmieri is going to come back and he's going to fight for a first team spot, of course he's going to say that. Of course his agent's going to put that press release out. What is his agent supposed to say? He reluctantly wants to come back and he really doesn't want to compete for a first team spot. Get the fuck out of here. All these guys are going to say they want to compete when a lot of them are not even going to be on the team. Don't worry about it, fellas. Nothing has changed. We're still going to be pursuing a left wing back. Relax.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because I saw the report. They're saying that he's going to come back.
Yeah.
Sadiq.
Hmm.
I understand why we lost in that Champions League semi-final.
Why?
We played Aspilicueta as left wing, as a left midfielder.
But he was decent that time.
Not as a left mid.
Wait, was he left mid?
Yeah, he played left mid that game. Like our lineup, also we started Mark Schwarzer in goal.
Hey,
we had to though at the time, no?
No, I'm joking. He's my fellow countryman.
Yeah, not
Sure, sorry.
But and don't forget this was also the start of Diego Simeone's best defense with Courtois, Juanfran, Miranda, Godin, and Felipe Luis, and also an ex-Chelsea player in Thiago.
Thiago, yes.
Yeah.
Guys, in life, I'm reading this out for you, bro. I'm reading this out for you because you're always on my videos, you're always on my comments, you're always supporting. So we're gonna show you. The Premier League board have approved it. We're expecting the official announcement within the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
It will definitely be by 31st of May. Some of us are assuming that it could be in the next 1 or 2 days, maybe. So it's gonna be special. This video today was meant to be about Tushimeni, Sayonku, and he was in the title again, and Sterling. But then this beautiful news came out half an hour before I got home. I was traveling, and I had to do a new thumbnail. I had to edit the description. You guys don't understand what goes behind the scenes, people. It's not just about going live, clicking live, and going live. There's a lot to do behind the scenes. So if you guys can, it's a good way for me to ask to like the video, people. Let's push to over 200 and subscribe, man. Let's get to 25k subscribers ASAP. We're waiting for this news. I know Carlito wants to do a stream every night, people, around this time. I think this time will be a decent time, and I'll do videos during the day. How about that?
Hey, and if anybody really wants to know a little bit more background on Boehly, just go listen to the first maybe 10 minutes of this stream. If you want to go back, it'll give you a better indication about what the guy is, what his motivations are, and how committed he is going to be financially and within the ethos of what we've done and what we're going to be moving forward.
No, well said, man. You gave a very, very good description. There's also reports about Chelsea open to selling Hakim Ziyech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll start with Alfred because Alfred's always the quiet guy. He was his favorite player as well, Hakim Ziyech, but it looks like he could be leaving.
Wouldn't say favorite. I always saw the potential in him. I thought he was always trying his best. When he came on in most games, and he did some good things at times. But if he leaves, I can't blame him because I don't even remember how many times I could say that I saw him play for us in the last, half a season. So if he thinks that he deserves to have more playtime somewhere else, then it's a shame, but it is what it is. But at the same time, it just means that we're going to potentially get somebody else in that's going to be just as good, if not better. So
Yeah.
he's not a loss that would hurt me greatly.
Sterling.
As long as it doesn't
Sterling?
go to Ten Hag, as long as it doesn't go to United's Ten Hag, I would say it wouldn't hurt because Ziyech would know exactly how Ten Hag wanted him to play.
Yeah, but Sinjo, you know Ten Hag. I don't know if it's real or not, but he said the Liverpool and City era is going to come to an end. Did he actually say that?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
In so many
Maybe.
words.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I would say that I gave him like 5 years and then it will come to an end. But at that point, probably Klopp and Guardiola will not coach Liverpool and City anymore.
Yeah. Just quickly, let me read this super chat, man. Big up Rodrigo for the super chat, 449. Arsenal Football Club, take your time with it. In the mud, they thought they'd get a CO spot because they were hoping we won't get approved. No to Neymar, no to Sterling, and Alonso is a legend, people.
You know, I think Arsenal fans need to worry more about themselves and less about other clubs because they got enough shit to worry about. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. They are a very strange group of people.
They're the worst type of people, bro. They're the worst type.
You got Ty on AFTV just being the most disingenuous man in football.
No, you know that gift that you sent on the group chat.
Yeah.
I love that gift. That's one of my favorite gifts ever.
Yeah.
I wish I had one like that, man.
Yo, you see, Carragher took a picture with him today and put it on his Twitter.
I wonder if it was today. I wonder if it was today. Or was
He
it
tweeted it today, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, he looked like he just swallowed a lemon. He was so sour. It was beautiful.
Bro, that guy argues, man. I spoke to him in real life. That guy he knows how to argue, bro. Like
He knows how to make excuses.
he blamed the rain. Don't forget that. Do you remember when he said it rained? That guy, man.
In England? Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
He said Arsenal lost because it rained.
Dude, it rains more there than it does in Seattle. I mean, come on, man. It's not it like they call it London fog for a reason. It looks like shit every day because it's rainy all the time. Come on, man. Come on.
No, I don't know what he's smoking, but Monster CFC, I don't know if that's the real one or not. Listen, I saw Floyd Mayweather. He had like 5 security guards. They shut down Louis Vuitton shop and Gucci shop. There's a separate shop near the Dubai Mall. But yeah, if he has to go with security, then he's not a big boy, in my opinion, like Muhammad Ali. But anyways, that's enough of that. Hopefully you get your streams back up. You told us you'll be back soon. You know, it's been 3 or 4 months. Maybe you've been bought out by the Cobham guys for Declan Rice prop because you didn't like Declan Rice before, my friend. Now you're supporting Declan Rice. I want to know what they're paying you, what brand envelope they're paying you, because I need some of that as well. I'm going through difficult times, people. But anyway, back to Chelsea news. We've still got 200 people tuned in, which is an amazing achievement. I think it's because of Carlito, Sindre, and Alfred. I brought Nippon on regardless. I said, Nippon, you don't need to speak. You don't need to be on video. Just be in the panel so we can still feel you. Oh, no.
All right, Sadiq. I got to talk about this guy.
No.
I got to talk about this one guy, man.
Who?
Declan Rice.
Oh, no. Come
Okay,
on,
so
man.
here's the deal. And I'll keep it brief. All right. Graham Bailey came out with a little tidbit today that said,
That's my video tomorrow, by the way. But Karen.
then I won't spoil it. Go ahead. I'll say it.
Do it, bro. Do it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Graham Bailey came out today and said, if we offer 120 million pounds for Declan Rice, they would take it right now.
That's an amazing deal, right?
So it's not an amazing deal. It's not. But here is the deal. It means that whatever amount of big dick posturing they were doing before, saying, oh, nothing less than 150 million pounds, what that's telling me is that negotiations with Mr. Declan Rice are not going well. They're not going well. And they're going to try and throw everything they can his way. And I just don't think he wants to be there. And I was talking with Andreas. I think you know who that is, the guy that runs.
Andreas,
he runs the Roman Empire pod. And I was talking with Mark earlier today. And they both said along the same lines of, if Declan Rice asks for a transfer request, that number will go down dramatically, below 100. So if Mason Mount really is his best friend, then they need to scheme something up. He needs to go to
Agent
the
Mace.
board and just say, look, tell them you want to move, and we can do it now. And then I believe you will be on board. Because he's a very good player, and he'll become a very great player. But if we can get him now, then let's get him now, because he's better than Tuchemani.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't carry on the conversation. Sorry, I want to.
What do you think? I mean, Alfred Single. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, the way that I see that, the way that I read that is that they were so indignant about the £150 million price tag, right? And then all of a sudden it's getting leaked that it's 120. And then who knows? In a week from now, it could be 105 or 95.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It just feels like they are losing a foothold in the negotiations.
Yeah.
Well,
But like if you don't, sorry, Alfred.
Go ahead, Alfred.
Yeah, but
I was just going to say that the more the negotiations with them go, the more desperate they are going to become to sell. You know, so yeah.
That's true,
Yeah.
and he will probably choose us over, for example, if United are going for him. I think he will choose Chelsea. One, because he has history with Chelsea, and two, we're in the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, in 3, I think he has unfinished business, and 4, again, he'll be playing in the midfield with his best friend. I know Mount plays a little further up the field, but that does matter, and these guys do want to do that eventually. So, yeah, I feel like the market is softening for him. I feel like every day that West Ham does not secure a deal makes him a depreciating asset, okay? Because it doesn't make his price go up the more that they can't secure him. So I'm actually going to be paying very close attention to this, because I think that there's a deal to be done here. I really do.
I'm back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but like if we don't get like we are not going to get Chouameni
Nope.
and Declan Rice, and probably like we know we're going to get most likely going to get Jules Koundé. And after center backs, I would say midfield is probably where we should get another player. But like, and I know you said like some players that we should sign, but I would say we should, if you want to see a DM, maybe Sangare. I haven't seen so much of him, but like he would at least be a much cheaper alternative to Declan Rice if you're not going to go for him.
I hear you, but don't you want a player that proved it in England and for England's national team? I mean, this guy starts; he's integral to them.
Yeah, I agree on that, but we can't always just like if there aren't any other players available from the top 5 leagues that are established in like the biggest nations, we should look for other players who can develop into and I think Sangare would be a good option. He's a very physical player, strong. I think he's like Germany, at least good on the ball. I haven't seen so much of him, but I think he should at least be scouted and been looked at for a backup if we don't get Rice or any of the other targets. We need like backups, or if not, we're not, because we need someone in the midfield. We can't say if you don't get any of our targets, we shouldn't sign anyone. We are struggling with depth in midfield. God, I can't speak at the moment.
How about you, Sadiq? What price would make you confident? Oh, my Lord, he's in the mud. Oh, Sadiq, you're killing me. Alfred.
What about you, Alfred?
Alfred, what do you think, man?
So I'm back. Declan Rice.
Sadiq, what number will make you feel comfortable?
50.
No, get the fuck out of here. We're not getting it for 50. It's
What?
not
No, but you listen to the question you just asked me. Repeat the question you just said to me.
What number? Okay, let me rephrase.
No. Repeat it so the viewer can hear. Let me hear it again. Repeat it, please.
What number can you live with?
That's my number. Do I think we'll have to? No.
So
But
then
yeah.
you are being an unreasonable man.
Why? How?
Okay, you know what? So here's the problem. Is that like in any sports debate, whether it's college athletes getting paid or equal payment for the women's national team and the men's national team, if someone complains about something but that they don't offer a solution, then they shouldn't be able to complain in the first place. So if we can't get Tuchman because he's just been bought and you don't want Declan Rice, Sadiq, you are going to have to give me a solution.
I can give you a solution.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so first of all, Tuchel has to piss off with this 3 at the back. He needs to put 4.
Okay.
We need 4 at the back. Okay. Whether J5 plays or not, I couldn't care less. Okay. Now the midfielders that we've been linked with, so we need players that are like Tuchman. We've got a guy from Brighton, Basoma. We've got you know what I'm talking about? Those type of players.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So we need one of those guys because Kante is not going to play every single game. Kante can play maybe the big games, for example, or whenever. But he needs to take by the way, that's another subject, but he needs to take a pay cut if he's going to be staying.
Yeah,
because he's not going to be playing every single game.
Or
whether J5 plays there or Kovacic plays there, that type of midfielder, box to box, that's why we wanted Tuchman as well, by the way.
I know.
It's not going to be Conor Gallagher or Mason Mount in that position. This is why when we change to the back 4, I don't know where Mount's going to play. Unless you're telling me he's going to be the 3rd midfielder that's going to play in the 8, like attacking wise.
Yeah.
I can't really tell you. So it really depends. It really depends on the formation and who are the 2 sitting for that 3rd midfielder.
I got one that's worth or that's available for 15 million. His name is Adrien Rabiot.
No.
Oh, then you haven't seen him play.
Bro, I can't do that.
Why? Is it because of his attitude or because of his ability? Because those are 2 different things.
Both.
No, his ability is incredible.
Both, bro. Do you know what type of team that I see him playing that?
PSG and Juventus.
Arsenal.
And France.
Arsenal.
Oh, team you could see him playing it. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Misunderstood.
Arsenal. That's his level.
No.
So let me ask you something. There might not be the exact same players, okay? Who would you have taken? Partey or Rabiot?
Rabiot.
Why?
Because he's better.
No, see, this is the problem.
No. This is how I feel, and I am qualified to say
listen.
this.
When players like Partey or Sancho go to certain teams and they do bad, we think automatically they're shit.
I don't think they're shit.
Or
I don't
average,
think Sancho's even an average player.
So what do you think he is then?
I think he's a very good player in an incredibly dysfunctional team full of people that hate each other.
Correct.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he had a coach.
I might need to kick Carlito, man. This guy's talking too much sense, man. Let me kick him right now.
And the other problem is that Ollie was more of a guy you hang out with. He was more of a buddy. I don't think he was a coach. And I think that a lot of people liked that he wasn't a coach because they could get away with shit. But it made a player like Sancho worse because look at the managers that Sancho had before Ollie. They were real managers, right? And then he goes to a situation where there's less structure, there's no instruction, the training sessions are shit, and everyone's just supposed to win the game because they're united and they're going to skirt on their reputation. And a player like Sancho needs to be coached. He needs to be coached. Player like Ronaldo does not need to be coached. Ronaldo can coach himself. Player like Sancho, he needs to be coached. And that's why I'm not going to write him off as a bad player. If he played for Chelsea, he would immediately become a lot better. Immediately.
Yeah. Listen, Carlito, I adore you for your opinions, okay?
I know that.
But when it comes to Rabiot, I think it's absolutely fucking shocking, mate. Okay? I'm sorry it's not PG, guys.
I got him to swear.
But Rabiot, incredible. I'm sorry. I have to. I don't know if it's still Carlito or what's going on. Like,
no, you could ask Marvin. I've been high on Rabiot for 2 years, man.
No, obviously you sent me the tweets. You have been supporting the guy for quite a long time,
I like him.
which is very good because you actually are consistent. You're not flip flopping left, right, center.
There you go.
Does he make the French national team?
Yeah.
He's in the squad. Yeah, he's in the squad.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
the squad.
That says a lot to me, bro.
Nah,
Exactly.
Bro, that don't
He-
say a lot. That don't say a lot. You could get into the national team.
Nah,
No,
he
listen,
usually
French.
he usually plays right, like when I saw him last in the World Cup or the Euros. I mean,
Euros.
he played the left back most of the
Yeah,
time.
there's the whole. Tell me why, Sinja. Tell me why.
Well, because Pogba and Kante are playing in the holding midfield.
That's not why. It's because their outside backs were injured, man.
And also he's left-footed. That's also why.
Yeah. And by the way, he wasn't bad at all there. No,
He did well there.
of course he would. He's a good footballer.
And
Sadiq
he's
just
tall,
doesn't
he's
like
tall.
him.
Like if he comes to Premier League, he needs to bulk up. He's skinny.
He's pretty big.
Yeah, he's tall, but he needs to bulk, build some muscles.
All right. Well, we don't have to keep talking about Rabiot, but just there, we are linked with him. So you guys are gonna have to at least swallow that for a little bit because I'm gonna be on this one.
Yeah.
Rabiot. I want
the
to put my
French
intro and say no to Rabiot.
The French, I just have to say, are very careful with their national team, bro, and they're always very, very fucking good. So
Yeah.
if you're
You say they're
getting
careful.
if you're getting
No, since Evra.
Careful
since
on
Evra,
what? Based on what? You got Benzema and all this.
Whoa.
that's what I
Since
mean.
Evra,
They're always
since
picking the
Evra,
best possible.
No,
since
they
Evra, they have
banned
been
him
very
before.
careful. Since Patrice Evra incident, they have been very careful. That's why they kicked Benzema out. They have been very careful to avoid a national embarrassment like they did, what was this, 10, 12 years ago? Yeah.
They always make sure that they are all absolute class everywhere, and that's why they are always so fucking good.
Yeah.
So if a player is getting into that team,
Alfred, stop
Yes.
sucking. Stop. Yeah.
hey, I just gotta say, man, I've got a massive fucking respect for the French team and the way they
Respect, he said,
operate, man. They're just unreal. They are unbelievable.
Sadiq, that was an obscene gesture.
yeah. Guys, listen. I think for the first time on my channel, I don't know why he's been in the comments 24/7, but I thought, you know what? Let's invite him today. We've got Mr. Couch.
Yes, it's about time, man. Jesus,
Bro,
man.
you haven't even contacted me to come on, bro.
How many times do I have to be in your comments before I can get on your stream, B?
Bro, I can wait for you right now.
Wow.
Just
Welcome,
calling
man.
Sadiq
Welcome.
out, dude. What is
Oh,
going on?
I might have to kick him right now.
You know how long you know how long I've been trying to get on here. This man's not giving me any kind of time. It's okay. I
Bro,
understand.
you contact my wrong account. I don't even use that account, bro.
Okay,
So I
okay,
apologize.
okay.
Dennis, where are you from?
I'm from the TODD.
I don't know what that is.
That's called Toronto.
Oh, okay. Yeah. America's
Canada.
he's
from the
he's from America's hat. That's good. I'm from Utah.
That's indeed it. That's Canada's ass, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
That's a
The
good
win-
intro. That's a
the
good
win-
intro, Couch, man.
There you go.
Talk to me. Obviously, I've not spoken to you one-on-one or on a chat or anything properly.
Yo.
Tell us your overall summary of this entire ownership situation.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
tell us about Marcos Alonso.
well,
Shit.
Marcus Alonso, let's start there since he is going on. I don't think he's been he's been a good steward, a servant for this club. I mean, we chastise him for the things that he can't do because, you know, he can't run and he can't defend, but he's always playing for the team. It's not his fault that he keeps getting into the team. He's getting selected to play for Chelsea, you know? So the things that he has been able to do is score some enormous goals. And
I'm alive, people. Don't worry.
Okay,
is that Nippin? What's going on, bro?
yeah, so
Yeah,
Karen,
I just finished my shift at work.
Excellent, man.
Hey,
stay
Nippin,
muted.
Nippin.
I'll unmute you when you're ready to talk, Nippin. All right? Stay
Hey,
muted, bro.
Nippin, you working on that third Michelin star?
Yeah, listen, leave him, bro. Let Couch finish, bro. Couch, go on.
No, no, that's a big shout. But no, I just think that like we chastise him for the things that he can't do. You know, he can't run and whatnot, but he's getting in the team. It's not him that selected him. You know, like the coaches are selecting him to play.
Yeah.
And when he's come in, I think that he's given us good minutes in the times that, you know, overall, considering the value, like what was he, like 17 million, 21 million in and around there, considering the value and the amount of like big goals he scored for us, he's been a good servant. I wouldn't call him a legend. I wouldn't call him like a cult hero, you know, anything of that sort, but definitely a serviceable Chelsea player, like one of the players that you probably won't remember 20 years from now, but if you really, really did your history, you'd look back at this guy, you'd be like, yo, he's given us some good minutes as a Chelsea player, you know? So yeah. I have no problems with him. You know, I'm glad that he's going because I really do think that position needs a complete overhaul. The way we're trying to use our wing backs now is completely different to when we bought him. And it requires a lot of energy up and down the pitch, which is probably why Thomas Tuchel was trying to look for, you know, what was his name? Hakimi last summer, because that position is very demanding. You know, nobody wants to run up and down the pitch as much as, you know, they're being asked to do right now. So it would have made sense to get him in. There are actually.
Let Sindre go quickly. Sindre, I know you need to go, bro. I'll let you go. Sorry to cut you off. Sindre, take care, bro.
Sorry, Couch, for interrupting, but
right,
I need
big up Sindre. Big up Sindre.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to WorldWideChels. Help Sadiq get to 25,000 subscribers, which is a massive achievement. And I'm going to be heading off. Need to sleep before I go to work tomorrow. So and I'll be setting up.
Have a good night, man. Have a good night.
Yes.
Peace, man.
Take care.
Yeah, sorry, Dennis. Carry on, bro.
Yeah, no, I think as far as, you know, what we need going forward, I think we need somebody that's a little bit more versatile and somebody that can actually get up and down the pitch. So I think that Tuchel is kind of like outlined that his limitations, and we're probably going to have to look for somebody that is a little bit more, you know, diverse in his football acumen than Marcus Alonso going forward. As far as the takeover goes, I mean, I was one of the few that was like, yeah, Boehly, you can't. There's a lot of people online that were like hating on the fact that he's an American and, you know, consortiums and all that stuff. Like this is where football is gone now. Like we have to just accept that there's not going to be any real single ownership anymore. You know, we're not going to see another Roman Abramovich. And with that in mind, you know, what Boehly has been saying and doing, his actions speak louder. Like the guy was at the bridge. You know, he wasn't trying to make a big deal about it. Like he's endearing himself to the supporters. He wants to be a part of this culture. You know, you look at some of the other bidders, nobody has reached out to supporters in the same way that Boehly has. You know, so the only worry that I have right now is the fact that it's going to be very hard to get decisions made with a consortium. It's going to be very hard. I know that like Boehly is the sort of like the guy that's handling the day-to-day and whatnot, but like for big purchases and whatnot, he's still going to have to get approval from the rest of his, you know, the rest of the consortium. You know,
hold on. Is he the majority owner?
No, he's not.
Okay, so what percentage is it? Because I want to know who the majority owner is.
Clearlake is the majority owner.
By what percentage? By what percentage?
I think they got 60%.
60%.
Okay, so that was actually a sticking point. And that's actually something that was renegotiated. So I'd actually like the updated numbers. I hear what you're saying, and he's not wrong on this, Sadiq. He's not wrong on this. Because this is something that's voted, and certain people have more cachet in their vote than others. But I do want to know what the updated percentages are, because 60% is not what actually I don't think that's what it finally became.
I think he is. I think he's at like 35, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But with that said, that's not to say that like Boehly isn't capable of, you know, negotiating and getting the consortium to understand why he's asking
right,
for
because he's also going to be getting a board seat.
Exactly. I don't know how many board seats he's gonna have. Like he'll have voting power for sure, but I mean everyone will have probably equal, if not, because isn't there another guy that I can't remember his name? It's a Steen name. He's a part of like the Chelsea.
I know you're talking about.
Man. Finkelstein, is it Finkelstein?
Yeah, Finkelstein. Yeah, Finkelstein.
Yeah, he's gonna have a seat on the board as well, and you know that is kind of like a safeguard for me when you think about it, because he's the kind of guy that he's thinking about the supporters and the you know supporters and what what that means. It's not a golden share, but he's a guy that is a member. If I'm not mistaken, he's a member of the trust, the Chelsea's trust, or he's of that sort, and he'll take care of. He'll be one that would be looking out for the best interests of the supporters in the club. So there's that to take into consideration too. But I'm not really worried about Boehly. I think Boehly is the kind of guy that, is about winning, and you can't come to Chelsea, especially in the state that we're in right now, expecting to make money. It's a completely different thing to that of Arsenal, to that of Man United and whatnot. You have to come with a plan to win. And then if you win, then you reap the benefits of that. But at this point in time, we can't be looking at ownership to try and siphon money out of the club or, leverage us to get, it's just not feasible. We don't have a big enough stadium. We don't make enough, our turnover is not big enough for them to siphon money.
So hold on, there was rules against this, right? Within the deal, there was a grace period where they were not allowed to
10
take
years.
money. So there you go, man. By the way, that's a huge deal.
No, but I think that's not to sell. I think it was not to sell.
10 years. But and even with that said, once you've gotten the agreement and you've taken over the club, how binding is something like that? How are you going to tell me how to run my club? What if I'm losing billions of dollars a year? You're going to tell me I can't sell my club?
That's what the board is for.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, those types of deals, when they say that stuff all the time, you hear things, we made these gentleman's agreement thing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really enforce that once the sale's been through.
The other thing is that Mark Walter is also co-chairman of the LA Dodgers, so he's in this with Boehly, and I think that any major decision, because he's now one of the minority owners as well, any major decision that's going down, they're going to vote together.
Yeah.
Guys, listen. Colin is messaging me on DM saying I need to head out.
I gotta head out.
He's still talking, bro. What's going on?
Lord of the Stream.
On the stream. I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna hit Nip in as well. I'm gonna wrap up anyway.
All right. Hey, you chat with Sharma. See you guys.
Take care, buddy.
Take care. Nipin, the stage is yours for 1 minute.
Look, I'm just happy this whole ownership situation is gonna be done soon. I really
Before
am.
you carry on, how's your job today? You look good.
It was good. 50 people initially. I said 40 people initially.
40 people. Yeah.
You know how busy the catering industry is.
Yeah.
Last minute, 10 more people booked. So a grand total of 50 people I had to cook food for.
And how was it?
It was good. Don't worry, I
enjoyed
wasn't the only person in the kitchen. There were so many more people helping me.
But you had a good time, yeah?
I did.
Good.
Once you wrap up, I'm going to have a well-deserved dinner.
So what did you make? What was the main course?
Actually, in fact, since I'm already here, let me show you what I've made.
Hell yeah.
This guy knows how to eat, fam. Ooh, well, that's salmon.
That's salmon with scallops and asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And for the vegetarian, stuffed peppers with couscous.
I love the way it's laid out.
Presentation, man, is nice.
Well presentation done. Is you eat with your eyes first. And that's what you're taught in culinary school.
Nipin, final subject from you. Sterling to Chelsea, yes or no?
Look, I know he's better than all of our attackers, but we should just be going for the best of the best. And at this moment in time, it's Neymar.
Woo! Okay, fair enough. Couch, I want to ask you as well before I wrap up as well. Sterling, man, yes or no?
Yeah, I think Nipin hit it. I think he is better than all of our attackers, but he doesn't really solve the problem.
Isn't he like a Werner but scores?
I mean, he'll take 10 chances to score 1 goal. You know what I mean? And we need somebody that's going to be clinical, not only just dribble, break down low block defenses, but somebody that can actually finish when they get into those positions. I mean, more so than a finisher. I think we need somebody that can actually create opportunities, because we just don't have that anywhere in the side.
True.
Outside of maybe Reece James and Chilwell. I don't know anyone that creates.
No, listen. it's gonna be an interesting window, man. I hope you manage to make time for me, man, because I'm gonna be here every day, man. I'm gonna do videos every
You
day as
make
well.
time for me. How about that, man? You make time for me.
Cool.
all right?
Cool. You're gonna put me on the spot like that, yeah? All right, cool. Now listen, I'm sure we'll see you more often, hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully
man,
on camera
sure.
as well, because you're on
Sure.
camera on other channels, but not mine. But
No, I've been hiding. I haven't shaved today, man. That's why I've been hiding for the last little bit, man.
fair play.
Yeah.
Alfred, I want to thank you for coming on, making time. You
Always.
need to go sleep, man. I think it's 10 a.m. or 8 a.m.
No, it's almost 6:30.
6.
Almost 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go sleep, man. You haven't slept once yet, so make sure you get some sleep. Nippin, enjoy your work, and we'll see you soon. Couch, of course.
Work's over. Thank
Go
God.
eat your food, bro. Go eat your food and enjoy, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Alfred, take care. Couch, take care. Everyone tuned in, man. Make sure you guys like the video to over 200. Subscribe. We are 3 away from 23.6k subscribers. The road to 25k. There'll be a video tomorrow around 1 or 2 p.m. and then we'll do a stream around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. like we done today. We'll catch you guys soon. Take care, everyone, man. Peace.
Thanks, everyone.